Hi, welcome to Foodlicious. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, please subscribe. I'll be adding 2 new recipes every week. They're very easy to make and the ingredients are readily available in your kitchen. Today let's learn how to make this tasty bobbatlu, also called obbattu or puranpoli. This is a special sweet which you can enjoy with your entire family. As the festive season is approaching, I thought of sharing this recipe with you. So give it a try and let me know how it comes out in the comment section below. You don't have to buy this at the store anymore. You can make this right at home and any time of the year. So without further ado, let's get started. First, I've taken 2 cups of maida or all-purpose flour. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of suji. This gives nice crispiness to the bobbatlu. If you don't want that, you can skip it. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix everything once. Add water little by little and knead it into a soft dough. Now once the dough is ready, pour some oil and let the dough rest in this oil for at least 3 to 4 hours. Make sure the oil covers the top surface of the dough. If you think there is not enough oil, add some more because we don't want the top layer to be dried out. So now let this rest for at least 3 to 4 hours and then we'll continue with the rest of the process. In the meanwhile, let's prepare the stuffing. For that we need 2 cups of chana dal. Wash it thoroughly. For 1 cup of chana dal, I have taken 1.5 cups of water. Now put it in a cooker and on a medium flame, let 3 to 4 whistles come. Now after 3 to 4 whistles, this is how our dal looks. It's nicely cooked. Now strain out the excess water in the dal. We're trying to remove as much moisture as possible. Just mash the dal if you want small chunks, but if you want a smooth paste, just blend it in the mixie. Now add 2 cups of grated jaggery or powdered jaggery. Now switch on the stove, mix everything well and cook on a medium heat till all the moisture is evaporated. This might take 5 to 10 minutes. Put some cardamom powder and 2 teaspoons of ghee. This gives a fantastic taste to our sweet. We'll be using ghee throughout the entire process, so this makes it even more decadent. Once it reaches this consistency, switch off the stove. Let it cool down and this is how it looks like after it cools. Our dough is ready. This is how it looks like after 4 hours. Now for the stuffing, make small lemon-sized balls like this. Make all of them and keep them aside. Now take a plastic sheet or a Ziploc bag and grease it with some ghee. Now take a small lemon-sized ball of dough and spread it evenly as shown. Now put a ball of the stuffing on the dough and cover it on all sides. Now remove the excess dough. Now flatten it evenly and make it as thin as possible. Just make sure there are no holes in the dough and the stuffing doesn't come out of it. This might look like the stuffing is coming out, but there is a thin layer around it. Heat the tawa and put the bobbatlu on it. Drizzle some ghee on all sides so that it fries evenly and it also absorbs the ghee into it. Flip them over to the other side once they get a red coloring like that. As you can see, this one needs to cook some more on this side because it does not have the red coloring as the other two. So flip it over one more time till it gets that red coloring. The red coloring indicates that everything is properly cooked. As we drizzle some ghee, it has nicely absorbed into the bobbatlu, as you can see. This is what makes it so tasty and flavorful. As you can see, they are nice and soft and thin, and they are well coated with ghee, so now you can take them out. Take them out one by one once they are ready. Now try this recipe and let me know how this comes out. If you like this video, please like it, share it with friends and family, and please don't forget to subscribe to Foodlicious. Thank you.